So, spawning up in the top left-hand position as the teal Protoss player. He represents Vega Squadron. It's Romson. And his opponent, to the top right, the pink Protoss. He represents Gosu. It's Sohel. So Sohel 1-0 up in this best of 3 finals. Romson building a pylon in his own base. So in the last 3 games, he's not done his first pylon in there. In his semi-final games up against CPU, he proxy pyloned and went for proxy gates. In the first game against Sohel, he went for a proxy gate. It unfortunately wasn't successful though. So it looks like he's not going to try and do that again. Wouldn't be surprised to see Sohel be very cautious, check around to the edge of his main, just to make sure there's nothing going down. Check his natural base, just to make sure there's no proxy pylons or anything like that, or any proxy gateways. But it's all looking fairly safe at the moment. Gateway is coming down for both players, or about to be coming down for both players. Slightly earlier gate, there was I believe a 12 gate coming down from Romson, a 13 gate coming down from Sohel. So just one additional probe out for Sohel at the moment. Gas timing slightly earlier for Romson too. So he's just going to be trickling that through. Sohel starting his up again, just one supply later. Not a huge difference, but it does mean that Sohel is in a fairly good spot in terms of getting a slightly better economy. And while one probe may not sound like much, it's actually a pretty big boost with how everything's going. So where do we go from here? Well, it all comes down to the number of gases and how many probes are in gases. Both players opting for just a single gas for the moment, although Romson adding in his second assimilator now. If he puts 3 probes in there, it's going to be quite a tech-heavy play. Habitation Station is a good map for Stargates, because if you do put a Stargate at the very edge of your own main, it's actually a similar distance to what some map proxy Stargate positioning can be, because of this quick rush across the center. So that can be very nice for you. Other things that can go very well, there's lots of different PvP openings. 3 gates, 2 gates, Twilight Councils into Blink. You can see robotics facilities nice and early. Lots of different things can all come down. So just keeping an eye on exactly what it's going to be. We are getting a Zealot corner boosted out actually here from Romson, who's gone up to 6 probes. Should get a Stalker after that. 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker, 1 Mothership Core harassment is fairly effective. Meanwhile, over at Sohel's side, he does not yet have a Mothership Core. Hasn't yet started one either. Should start one up once he's got enough gas for it. Instead he's, he's actually pumping his gas. He's a bit low on gas because obviously he didn't have the second simulator for as long, and he's only got 2 probes in it at the moment. But waiting to see exactly how this goes. We've got 2 Stalkers now coming down. Still no Mothership Core. That's really strange. Generally Protoss players do try to rush out their Mothership Cores just to start banking up energy, so they've got the option for the Photon Overcharge. So I'm not sure if this is a mistake from Sohel. Is banking up a decent amount of gas as well, so could easily afford to do so. The Mothership Core can start chipping away, but of course Sohel, with his Stalker, should be able to scare it back. And actually Romson does need to be a bit careful with this, because it's taking a fair bit of damage. There isn't a second Stalker yet, one is about to pop, and if Romson loses this Mothership Core, that'd be very bad for him. It's going to get chased down. It should be quite close. We'll take 2 more hits. Is it going to get... God, no. 4 HP it survives with. Nice little save there. Azella came up for Romson, though. That, unfortunately, is not going to get away with a minuscule amount of health. Instead, gets taken down very quick. Twilight Council back at home for Romson. Going into the DTs. Stargate, meanwhile, on its way out for Sohel. By its positioning, by its rally point, most likely to be an Oracle. If you rally to your opponent's mineral line, generally you're going to be seeing an Oracle out there. But nothing too much to worry about. Romson coming back in with this Mothership Core. Going to try and get a couple more kills. Note already killed 4 workers and still doing a fairly good job of it. And that's because Sohel's over at his opponent's base. Romson with 2 Stalkers. Is he going to be able to hold it off? Well, he's not got a Mothership Core defensively. Going to have to be reliant on the next warp in. Loses a Stalker. That's a big loss, actually. Focus fire from Sohel going a lot better. Where is the Mothership Core? Is it on its way back yet? No, it's still just chipping away. And actually, Sohel losing a significant number of probes here. Romson trying to get out a few more units. His Dark Shrine is nearly finished. An Oracle coming out. 3 Stalkers up against 2. Clearly favors Sohel, but a mass recall came down. But that Mothership Core is pretty much useless. No health on it, no shields on it. So it gets instantly taken out. Romson just trying to buy himself a bit more time. Importantly, has the Dark Shrine been seen? No, it has, nor has the Twilight Council. So the tech path is unknown as of yet. But Sohel still has a decent number of units. He's coming in with the Oracle as well. He has to do a lot with this because he's so low on the workers, but he's doing a lot. Taking out Romson's Stalkers. If he is able to win now, he wins the finals, gets the most points. It's a best of 3 and he's already 1-0 up. Probe's getting pulled, but a Dark Templar coming through. There is not enough energy on this Oracle in order to use Revelation. It requires 75 energy, it's only a 25, that'll take a long time. The DT trying to work through. Another pylon is nicely there. Will depower one gate, but only one. Probes also coming into the mix. There's no room for a mass recall. The probe count is still in Sohel's favour and is only going to go further that way. Sohel morphing in a couple more units, but the DT are going to be able to carry through this very fast. The final pylon powering these gateways is about to get taken down. That means no additional warpins. The DTs can push a lot of this back. Romson, not enough money to rebuild that pylon as of yet, but the DTs alone able to force a lot down. Another Oracle is being produced though, because a DT rampaging, frankly, through Sohel's base at the moment, and is picking off more and more workers. This is a bit of a scrappy game. That Oracle uses its Revelation in order to show the DT momentarily. Pylon coming back down for Romson. Very, very close game now. And of course, everything on the line. Romson has to win this if he is going to take it to the ace game and have a chance of winning the series. Sohel, he just has to win this. Even if he loses this now, he's got the ace game to try and make something work. Sohel getting ready to go back in with that Oracle, I suspect. He's got the 2 of them out. The second one is still back at home, using its Revelation just to show any DTs that might try and get through. The 2 Stalkers of Romson, though, will be enough to force back Sohel's Oracle for the moment. DT just dancing around. Revelation is now gone, so this DT can have a bit of a party in here. There's no robotics facility. A couple more Zealots and Stalkers coming through. Is enough energy on the other Oracle? Nearly, but not quite. This DT doing magic now for Romson. Taking down a lot of probes. Incredibly problematic. We can see that, so, down to just 8 workers. There goes the Revelation. That's what was needed. But is it too late? Only 7 probes on the field. Sohel basically has to win now if he's going to make this work. And with only the Oracles granting detection, he's got the second one, so that does have enough energy. I was going to say a DT defense could possibly work here for Romson, but overall army supply, Sohel's up 18 to 8. Romson needs to get warping in, and he needs to get warping in quick. Couple more Stalkers coming through. That Oracle going to try and get a bit of counter damage down. It's going to get very low on health. Only 10 HP remain on it, but that's enough to keep it alive for the moment. Revelation should be wearing off shortly. It only lasts 60 seconds on Oracles. The other Oracle does have enough energy still for a Revelation, but it's not down yet. Romson going to lose a pylon here. That will supply block him momentarily. Depends how quickly it's taken out, because he does have another one on its way. But ideally he wants to get as many units out as he can. So it's still up 18 to 12 army supply, but some of that's in the Oracle. Probe's getting pulled, because back at home, a DT has killed pretty much all of Sohel's base. Big trades coming down here. Romson is coming out on top though. And GG, well played comes down. Romson levels out this series to make it 1-1, and we will go to the ace game.